Three stages I want to mention, and I'll turn you loose. By I said by both young and adult children we need to look at. The young family, of course, that's the early stage when children are under direct parental care. I think Christian children must obey their parents' lawful commands as in the Lord, because it will result in personal benefit. Again, in Ephesians 6:1, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Now, one of the key phrases there, of course, is in the Lord. And I don't say you shouldn't obey your parents who are not in the Lord, but it sure makes it a lot better and a lot easier. Obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Plain and simple. Because this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth. So children of church leaders must understand that their conduct reflects on their parents' ministry. Now, I would not go to the extreme. I know of pastors. I know this is just one example, and it happens all the time. I know of one example where a pastor's daughter wound up, premarital pregnancy, just a young girl, and he said, "Well, I'm just going to have to resign from my church and shut my ministry down because you ruined my ministry." I mean, like it's not all about him. Rather, his daughter needed support. She needed love. She needed support. That doesn't condone what she did. But I know of preachers who just feel like something like that happened, and they might as well quit. They might as well shut down. And I'll admit, that's easy to feel that way. When I, went through my time of trouble with my first wife, I thought I was through. I was done for. Of course, the Lord showed me better since then, and I learned some things. And after that, one of my own daughters come to me, and they're pregnant out of wedlock. Didn't know how I was going to receive it. Didn't know how I was going to react and respond. And scared to death to tell me. And she couldn't hardly tell me for crying, trying to get the words out and trying to tell me. And finally got it out. And she brought one of her brothers with her. I guess, for moral support, mostly I guess, but I guess so she wouldn't have to tell me by herself. And I was sitting there in the seat, and I said, she was just boo-hoo, just squalling. I said, "Darling, sit down here beside me." And I just slipped my arm around. I said, "We'll get through this thing. Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. We'll get through this thing." And now, if it had been some years earlier, I don't know if I'd responded that way or not. I had the time to mellow out a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But I'm glad that that's the way I responded. And she knows I certainly didn't condone what took place. I'd always try to raise them, of course, with a little bit better sense, so to speak. But that's life. It happens. People mess up. I've messed up. Others messed up, and we've got to learn to show mercy and grace. Again, without condoning what they do, and you can do that without doing so. But I still say children who have parents who are church leaders, there is a little extra called upon on them. There's a little extra pressure on them to conduct themselves in a way that won't have a negative reflection on the parents' ministry, and they need to consider that. So you have the young family that needs to honor their parents.